Welcome to the 5th YULA podcast. I'm Zvulun Zeffren.
I'm Kirschenbaum. I'm Sammy, Schultz.
We have a very exciting show for you today with an interview with Jacob Weinblut and Alan's Advice Corner. All right, so we want to welcome Jacob to the podcast.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Want to open up a little bit about yourself? Introduce yourself to the fans?
Sure. I'm a senior at YULA, and I'm currently a 5-time NBA champion, about to be 6th.
You're talking about you, not Kobe?
Same person, dog.
You're the same person?
But when we say championship, do we mean BHBL championship?
Yes.
Didn't you lose in BHBL last year?
Yes, and I currently lost against North Carolina last year.
Who was on North
you're
Carolina?
you're not a champion.
I will be this year.
Who was on North Carolina?
These Persian kids.
Oh, no one from here?
Nah, Beverly kids.
Well, speaking about 5-time NBA champions and Kobe Bryant, the Lakers, the team that you're very passionate about, off to a very bad start to the year. A lot of students have been bagging on you, giving you a hard time about the Lakers being flat out awful. How do you respond to all the haters?
Well, we're always going to have haters behind our backs. All we champions have haters. And our goal is just to work hard and play hard.
So, well, how are you guys going to get better? You're 1-3. Why are you going to be better, the rest of the year?
And right now,
1-4.
And
1-4. Yeah, for clarification for all the listeners, we're recording this on a Thursday. The Lakers lost to the Jazz last night, so right now they're 1-4?
1-4.
Yeah,
All right, so we don't know what's going to happen between now and when we post it.
So I'm pretty sure this problem goes beyond working hard and playing hard. So how do you think the Lakers are?
disagrees.
And we still need to build up our chemistry. We have a bunch of injuries on our team, and we just got play hard with all we got right now, and we're gonna wait till we got Nash back.
Have you mentioned this to any of the players yet?
Yes, sir, I have.
They seem to lack a lot of enthusiasm last night playing the game. Maybe they need you on the sideline. Maybe to replace Mike Brown as the coach for the Lakers.
And that's why we're probably gonna have Jerry Sloan replacing him soon.
Jerry Sloan?
That's
Yes, sir.
the speculation.
So
What are your thoughts on Jerry Sloan as potential Lakers basketball coach?
I like him. He's a pretty good coach.
Why? What's so good about Jerry Sloan?
He was very legendary.
He has never won a championship.
But still, I think he still has the heart of a winner.
So let's say, how about this? Right now, if you were the Lakers coach, what would you do differently than Mike Brown?
Change up the rotation a bit.
What would be your rotation?
Have Artest on the bench, and maybe switch some stuff up. Play Jody Meeks a little more, and
Intramurals basketball has recently started, and I am aware of the fact that you are not on the team.
that's correct.
So what happened this year? 5-time NBA champion.
I heard there's still in contract negotiations going on between him and
His
Gillis' team.
agent, Ruben Ben Hagnazar, is waiting for a good offer.
Can you give us a little inside information on who's trying to sign you right now?
Right, and currently right now, I'm playing it low key, sticking to BHBL.
Sticking to HBL, but that's not for another 3-4 months, no?
I'm hitting the gym and practicing early.
For all our young listeners out there, what would be your tips on improving our basketball ability?
Work hard and
You always say work hard, but how do you work hard? What should I work hard at?
hit the gym every day.
Then do
Always
what?
work on your
What do you do
jump
at the gym? What do you do at the gym?
I play ball. I lift.
But how much you lift? Well, let's hear about Jacob Weinblut's workout routine.
He didn't get those arms by just sitting around all day.
How do I get those arms myself?
Hard work and dedication.
That's true. Hard work and dedication.
Kind of the workout regimen that Jordan Schoenfeld says that he lives by. Jacob Weinblut kind of follows that. Beyond basketball and sports, you are very well known for your swag and your swagger, and you carry yourself around all day, dressed up to look the best that you can. Walk around with your rings, your necklaces. Why do you work so hard? Why do you work so hard to make yourself look so good on a daily basis?
I say it's always good to look good.
You look good, you feel good, you play good.
Right. It brings confidence into your game.
So how did you learn how to get this amount of swag?
I don't know. After time, it just.
Is swag natural? You're born with swag?
Do you have
I was just born with
maybe
it.
an influence,
His
a
brother
mentor?
seems to be following his lead.
Maybe a swag mentor.
Who has more swag, you or Tawny?
Me.
Definitely? So you have more
Very
swag.
giving in.
So you
Very giving in.
you have
No
more
question.
swag than Tawny, but you don't work harder than Josh Rube.
I don't work harder than Josh. I give respect to my boy Josh Rube
And to your boy D Rose.
and to my boy D Rose. You should talk to my agent, Mr. Bahaganazar.
Mr. Ben Hagnazar. What's he doing this year?
Shooting 20% of the field from
Real estate.
Real
Facebook,
estate.
and he's messaged me a couple of times if I wanted to buy a penthouse in Westwood.
Personally, I just think his statuses are really funny. That's all I gotta say.
Do that.
Whenever you're on Facebook, I'm having a bad day, nothing's going great, and I see his status, it just brightens me up.
He actually defriended me last year after I used his pictures for my for my presidential campaign.
Which was a success or what? How'd that go?
Yeah, so I was very, very close to winning. I just fell a little bit short.
How
Didn't really
short?
work out.
He
Probably a
also,
few hundred votes.
he also got mad at me after I pointed out that he copied a picture from the Lakers website and he did not take it himself. So
seems
to get mad at a lot of
picture
people.
that he put out with Kobe in the Eagles jersey at coffee
that's
game?
it's not his.
That's not real.
No, we all know that's
We
not
don't
real,
know
but
it's
does he
not his.
think we think that's real?
I don't know.
I think
I
so.
think he thinks that.
I want to know.
If you Google image Kobe, it's like the fourth picture
I'm not
there.
sure.
Listen,
I know
listen.
Jack
I
watches.
don't remember seeing that.
I know Jack watches Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so
I
he would
do.
know.
I'm
How do you
an
pronounce
enthusiast.
Scott? What's his last name?
Disick.
Disick. So I want to know, what does Ruben think about the fact that Scott is in every one of his statuses? I wonder what Scott thinks about Ruben. Like he's tagged in a picture every day.
I think at one point, first of all, Ruben modeled his hair after Scott.
He does.
That's the thing.
It's
He
very
did model
true.
his hair after Scott. And I think at one point,
His hair.
It's true.
I think at one point in time, Scott might have been his profile picture.
It's very possible.
Let's talk about the picture. I think he did it because there's so many expectations tied to Ruben Hungus on his Facebook profile. Always uploading a picture with an NBA player, someone famous, and maybe you just ran out of pictures that you might have had a dry spell.
You know what would make him a cooler guy?
Got desperate a little bit.
I think he'd be a cooler guy if he just took pictures of celebrities and put them on Facebook more often. I don't think he does it often enough.
Did you know that
very
Rabbanians
sarcastic.
actually, he got into UCLA and USC? Because there was a period where he posted about 5 times in one day that he did. So.
All right, enough Ruben.
And Marcus,
Ruben.
but one
Let's go back to
last
Jacob.
point. We want to give him one last compliment that Marcus Levette did mention him in his status. So he is pretty
When?
famous.
Did you
Ruben.
really?
Oh, he did. He did.
Yes, he did.
I remember that.
Yes, he did.
It was something. It was like why can't a bro treat his girl like a princess? Shout out to my boy Ruben.
Yeah, it's good
They're
stuff.
boys?
They're boys.
Yeah, they are
Marcus
boys.
Levette and him.
Marcus also gave Jack India happy birthday.
He did. It's very impressive.
That's very weird.
All right, so enough about Marcus and Ruben. Jacob, next year, graduating YULA, you're leaving us.
Right.
What's your plan? You're going to SMC, you're going to Israel, what's
I'm
going
probably
on?
gonna start off with a year in Israel and then probably go to IDC Herzliya. It's a university in Herzliya.
Oh.
Oh, that no.
Are you fluent in
That really
Hebrew?
narrows it
Yeah.
down.
And Spanish?
Yeah.
And English?
Yeah.
And swag.
And swag.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for coming on to the YOLA podcast today, Jacob.
Thank you very much.
Really good interview. Give us good insight on the various things that you're involved in. So we want to thank you, and hopefully we'll have you back soon.
Shout out to DJ O Show. Welcome to Alan's Advice Corner. With your hosts, Zvulun, Zeffren, Jack, Sammy, Schultz, Moshe Wilner, DJ O Show in the building, Skittles here, Edwin Korouri, the main guy.
A nice little chavra.
Is this recording right now?
Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah, we're recording.
we
We're
can
live.
start-
We're live. We call Edwin E Money from now on.
All right, so Alan, let's get to our first question here.
Let's do it.
From a freshman. He says, I don't know much about the election, but what do you think the consequences of Obama getting another 4 years as president will be?
Well,
Poorly phrased.
poorly phrased, yes.
Well, he doesn't know about the elections, and neither do I. I'm not a political genius,
Nah.
But I would say, Obama's elected. America chose him. Let's give him another 4 years. He didn't do so bad, He killed Osama.
He did.
He got him.
He got him. Other than that, we're more in debt. That's not that bad.
He's going to get us out of it.
Really? No, I don't think he's gonna get us out of it anytime soon.
Yeah, what about Israel?
He has a pretty rough relationship with Bibi, but I'm sure if Bibi sends him a couple of roses, box of chocolate, they'll be fine.
What kind of chocolate?
A little advice from
Godiva.
Godiva chocolate.
Godiva chocolate.
BB's a smart
Yo,
guy.
if BB hears this, we're good. Alan, this question is from a sophomore. Rumor has it that you're becoming a music producer. Any tips on how to break into the game?
Yeah. So, what I did was, I listened to Henry the Producer with Bam
Henry the
Bam.
Producer was a good producer.
Yeah, he was a great producer, and I work with this guy named DJ Osho.
I have heard of him.
He's like a DJ Drama. You know what DJ Drama
Of course.
is, right? Of course. So he's one of those guys, and he provides the beats, and I have my guys.
Did Bam Bam ever influence you? I know he was.
Bam Bam was a big influence because I knew him personally, and he's from YULA.
Who do you think wins in some sort of like rap off? We have Bam Bam on one side and we have Skittles on the other side.
You guys are leaving out this other guy from YULA. His name is Tweet Tweet.
I never even heard of Tweet Tweet.
Tweet.
Never even heard of
You
Tweet
don't need to
Tweet.
go on.
Well, he's
That
not
is-
in YULA anymore.
Well, neither is Bam Bam.
So you think Tweet Tweet prevails amongst both of them?
Yeah.
So then who's second, who's third?
I would have to say Skittles is second. You know what? I'm sorry. I would have to say Skittles was first, then Tweet Tweet, then Bam Bam.
So no love for Bam
Then
Bam.
Jonathan Miller.
Who the hell's Jonathan Miller?
Yo, man.
Who's Jonathan Miller?
What about Yoni Laham?
Yoni Laham, he was just a freshman that came to YULA. He didn't grad. He's not a.
Yo, what about
well,
that
about
guy
Tinko?
Igor?
What
What
about
about
Tinko?
Igor? What about you guys know what I'm talking about?
Idor Idri.
Not Idor Idri. I'm sorry, he just looks like Idor Idri.
Tinkle. You know,
Tinkle.
Tinkle.
Not Tinkle, no, hold
Tinkle
up,
from
hold up.
last year,
You know
he
the
wasn't
guy-
bad. Tinkle from last year, I saw him freestyle.
Who's
on
that
the-
guy who like?
Kelvin.
Listen.
Kelvin,
Give me a
he's
second, guys, give me a
pretty
second.
good. I have a
Give me
video.
a
Rick
second.
Ross.
I have a video of him from Perm on my phone.
Rosé.
Listen, there was a guy. He came to YULA for like one day. He looks like Idor Idri, right? He has a mohawk. Like he went to Valley Torah or something.
Oh,
am I talking
Shryar?
No.
No.
Shut
His
up.
name is. He went to Israel. He
He was in Israel.
he
Yeah.
came out of jail.
What's his name though?
Igal Javin.
Igal
Yes, Igal.
E-Money. E-Money.
No
No,
comment.
he's-
No
that's my-
comment.
that's my
No
editing.
comment.
No comment, yo.
No comment. Is
No
there
comment.
beef? There's
It's the
beef.
first
No,
time.
I'm
no beef.
sensing beef.
No beef.
I'm
No
sensing
beef.
beef.
No, he's a very nice guy. Just no comment. I've never heard his music, so I can't judge it.
E-Money's pretty talented. I love Skittles. I love Bam Bam. I love
Yoni
AM.
Laham.
I don't know. I think E-Money tops them all.
Yeah, E-Money's.
Speaking of E-Money, I hear Edwin Korouri is also trying to break into the game.
Oh yeah, I heard he's gonna be big.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I heard he's gonna be really big.
Who do you think? Which rapper do you think he's like? Who's-
Eminem.
Eminem?
Because he's so fluent with what he says.
All right, Alan, we have one more question for you. This one's from a junior. Here it is. Dear Alan, I'm a junior at YULA who doesn't have the best grades, and I'm considering skipping 12th grade to go straight to SMC. What are your thoughts?
Whoa. I think it's a bad idea. Last year, the same thought was going through my head. I didn't know what to do. I talked to a couple of the rabbis, and I didn't end up going, and I'm happy because a couple of my friends that went, you know, they have classes on select days only. It's like Tuesdays and Thursdays from, let's say, 9 to 1, and they have nothing else to do the whole week or the whole day. And other than that, there's no winter session, so they're gonna have like a huge winter break, right? And I mean, no job really like offers you a 1 month thing, so it's almost like a waste of a year. Why not stay at YULA and be with your friends?
So, like, besides for the negatives of SMC, such as like only having class like 3 days a week or whatever,
What
right?
you could do
What are
is
the benefits at YULA
the benefits at YULA
of
is
staying for 12th grade? Because they're gonna go to SMC anyways at some point.
well, you're occupied with class the whole day, Monday through Friday.
Can't get into trouble.
You really can't get into so much trouble. I mean, there's davening, you know. You can't daven at SMC unless you somehow create your own minyan, which is highly unlikely. Well, there's Gemara, Chumash, you know. Well, you see, over there's not really like someone you can go to get advice from. You can't go to like one of your professors and say, yeah, I need help with this and that, or like I have a family problem. But over here, you go talk to the rabbis, you know, and they'll give you advice, they'll talk to you, they'll sit with you.
There's no Rabbi Shapiro at SMC.
There's no Rabbi Shapiro at SMC. There's no Rabbi Zeffren. There's no Rabbi Rosenbluth. No Rabbi Garner. No Rabbi Ballness.
Who else?
No Rabbi Schreiber. No Rabbi Glass.
Keep going.
No Rabbi Edelstein.
Give the full list.
No Rabbi Meza.
Rabbi Sour.
Rabbi Echelon.
No Rabbi Sauer. No Rabbi
Uriel.
Echelon. No Uriel.
No, you're not gonna
No
find
Troy. You can't find Troy. You
Troys
can't
don't
find
grow
Troy
on
anywhere else.
trees. Troys don't grow on trees. You're not gonna find a Troy in
Yeah, you
SMC.
can't find a Troy at SMC.
All right, Alan, we wanted to thank you for giving your advice to the underclassmen today. Really good as usual, and we'll have you back on next week. And we'll
Guys,
be back-
make sure to follow Alan on Twitter.
AUM in this. That's
Is that your
my
actual Twitter?
name. Yeah, AYUM, capital IN, capital THIS.
You know, I started following him a couple weeks ago, and I gotta tell you, I don't regret it. Don't regret it.
Yep.
One of the best out there. So remember to write your questions in to yulapantherradio@gmail.com. And we wanted to thank Jacob Weinblut again for coming in for an interview, and Alan for continuing to answer all of your questions. Remember to get your questions into Alan. You can email us your question at yulapantherradio@gmail.com. You can find our email address in the description of this YouTube video or in the description of our Facebook page, YULA Radio/podcast. The link to our Facebook page is also in the description of the video, so give us a like to receive immediate updates of when the podcasts become available. This concludes another episode of the YULA Radio. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is Zvulun, Zeffren, Kirschenbaum, and Sammy Schultz wishing you a good week.